Hi, Real McRae here. It is about the middle of the 17th of June here for the Star Trek Experiment, here to update you on how things have been going. I had gotten very frustrated after watching a lot of Star Trek, between very bland Star Trek to deal with them and what I considered to be real Star Trek, kind of Roddenberryan Star Trek. And that's characters who take bold stances on positions that we really can't talk about openly without kind of putting it in alien drag. You've got a commitment to innovative, lateral thinking, third side solutions. And most importantly, you have a belief in a humanity that has evolved beyond our current limitations. Star Trek. When you get beyond that, I don't know what you have. And so last night I was just saying, it's not Star Trek at all. Well, now I have to deal with the fact that there are 737 or so adventures with the name Star Trek on them. And that is Star Trek. And Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek is a small portion of that. It certainly is, as the shows go on, a matter of dealing with how these lateral thinking, improved humans deal with situations where they don't necessarily have all the answers. Stand up. Yeah, you know, if I had to put it as succinctly as possible, which would be a rarity for me, I would say that Kirk sets the rules, Picard exercises them, and Sisko, Janeway, and Archer deal with the hardest of the hard cases where those rules are awfully difficult to uphold. I was watching Future Tense, which is a DS9 episode where they find themselves in a particularly dark economic part of the 21st century. Bashir asks Sisko, you know, if we got pushed far enough, would we be able to stick to all of our Federation ideals? And Sisko says, I don't know, which is a wonderful answer. You know, doubt and I don't know are great answers. They're fine. And then he follows it up. He says, but as Starfleet officers, it's our job to make sure that we never have to find out. Wow. Maybe that's what a lot of Neo-Trek is. Humans have made it to a point, but just like the Germans around World War I had made it to a point of tremendous intellectual, social sophistication, it can be lost. It is not a permanent social, moral evolution. It is a struggle to hold on to. How do we hold on to that? What sort of tests do we have to pass? How difficult is it? I think really that's what especially Sisko, Janeway, and Archer have to deal with. Kirk sets the rules, Picard realizes that the rules can change and evolve, and the rest find out just how difficult it is to hold yourself to them. Maybe, I mean, a lot of the things that Star Trek was so bold about, we now take for granted. You know, a lack of sexism, a lack of racism. But that doesn't mean that those prejudices can't return, and that new prejudices can't replace them. Star Trek, if anything, is symbolic of the vigilance we must have to make sure that they don't. And that is my report. See you later.